So the basic kits have been covered, and the lengths of skirting, feed and return kits, corners and joints will probably cover 70 to 80% of the rooms that you encounter. When you've got bigger, more complex rooms with multiple doors, that's when you use what we call a doorway and obstruction kit. And they come in three forms. You've got the DOS, which is the door obstacle system, a POS, which is the patio obstacle system, and a THEC, which is a threshold heat emitter kit. Let's start off with what we call the DOS, or door obstacle system. The DOS is used to daisy chain two separate sections of ThermaSkirt together. Typically, it's used at an internal door, and it's important to remember that you only normally need a DOS when you have more than one door in a room. Because the skirting has a start and an end point, if you've got one door in the room, the skirting will simply run around the room and then loop back on itself. The DOS is there to bypass any obstacles like built-in wardrobes, daisy chaining from a bedroom to a dressing room, or bypassing underneath a standard internal doorway. Typically, for the installation of the DOS, you remove a section of the floor, and that will allow you to convert into standard 15 or 16mm pipe, bridge the gap from one side of the door to the other, and then you simply put the floor back on top. If it's being installed in a concrete floor, then you will have to cut a small channel, typically 35 to 50mm deep and around 50 to 100mm wide. One of the really important things to keep in mind, not just on the installation of the DOS, but also on the installation of a feed kit, is the pipework when it emerges from the floor needs to be flush back to the plasterwork and shouldn't protrude out past the 20mm ThermaSkirt profile. Patio obstacle systems, or what we call a POS. A POS kit is effectively identical to a DOS kit. The only difference is it has two extra long external covers. And that's so that the ThermaSkirt can continue aesthetically around the corner into the reveal of a patio door. More often than not, the POS kit is not sold on its own, it's sold in conjunction with the THEC, which is the threshold heat emitter kit. In large open plan rooms with bifolding doors or sliding doors, the threshold heat emitter kit is a fantastic solution. If you remember back to the archetypal ThermaSkirt installation where we talked about an open plan kitchen dining room with bifolds at the back, that glazed area creates an area of disproportionately high heat loss. So by installing a heated strip of ThermaSkirt along the threshold, you create heat where it's needed most. This offsets the overall heat losses and boosts the thermal comfort. Not only does it create heat in that area, but it also carries water from one side of the doors to the other to continue the heated ThermaSkirt run. If you look at this picture here, you can see that we colour match the heated thresholds to the doors, and that heated threshold can be installed within the floor profile or above it, as can be seen from this picture here. The vertically mounted heated ThermaSkirt connects to the horizontal heated threshold by two short sections of 15 or 16mm pipe. The specific installation of the heated threshold kit will be covered in the next part of the training. Threshold kits are an important element to get your head around because they're probably on the more complicated side of the ThermaSkirt install, but they are essential if you're planning on doing large open plan living spaces with ThermaSkirt.